It seems unusually cruel and brutal. Of course, the end result is the same as any death penalty, but what exactly is it reserved for? How is it done? Beheading, then crucifying? I just can't imagine it.
Well, unfortunately, this isn't the first time that we hear that Saudi Arabia is set to or sentences someone to such a gruesome penalty. If you look at the records of Saudi Arabia when it comes to executions, it's amongst the highest in the world. And so this doesn't really come as much of a surprise. What is surprising, though, is that some of the laws that are used in Saudi Arabia that they use to then carry out these kind of sentences are pretty much exactly the same as the type of laws that are used by ISIS in some of their dealings with some of their victims. And I think that the most surprising part of the entire issue is that although we're seeing the same kind of gruesome sentences and the same kind of gruesome executions by two different groups, we find condemnation when it comes to ISIS, but unfortunately not the same type of condemnation.
Okay, you raised an interesting point there, and I have to put to you that no amount of human rights campaigning is, I don't think, going to change the Saudis' mind at the moment. In terms of the kind of the popular attitude to this kind of punishment, would it, generally speaking, be fair to say that it's supported by most Saudis?
Well, I wouldn't be able to. I mean, that's difficult to say that there are a lot of Saudis that actually support this. There isn't really a medium in which Saudis can express themselves freely without being afraid of being punished. And so there isn't really a way to know whether a lot of Saudis support this kind of gruesome act or not.
Right. No, fair enough. Yeah. Let's just talk about the al-Nimr case. He's lost his appeal. What can you tell us about the charges against him?
Well, according to what we know from the partner that we work with in Saudi Arabia, a human rights group, that we were told that he was charged with participating in demonstrations against the government, attacking security forces, possessing a machine gun, and armed robbery. Now, he was, according to reports that we received, he was tortured, and the confessions that he signed were extracted under torture and mistreatment. And so there's a huge problem with lack of due process when it comes to these cases in Saudi Arabia, of course.
OK, well, Maryam, many thanks indeed for taking us through some of the background to that. Maryam al-Khawaja, the co-director of the Gulf Centre for Human Rights.